Hey everyone, welcome back to my Nintendo NES collection video. And yeah, my 1-year anniversary celebration, woohoo. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first part, and let's just continue on so that way we're not wasting any time here. See, we got Mega Man 2 here. This is a really addicting game. I could play it over and over and over again. You know, it was hard at first, kind of, but one of those games where after you figure it out, then it's not that hard. Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 3 are really hard, though. I'll tell you that. So, next game we got a Metal Gear. This game's pretty fun. I haven't beat it all the way through. It gets kind of annoying because you gotta switch your cards up. Not like the later Metal Gear Solid games or whatever, where once you get a key card or a gate card or whatever, then it just upgrades your other cards. You gotta like switch. In this one, you gotta like switch your cards all the time, so it gets annoying. So anyways, next game, Metal Mech. This is a really fun game because you're just getting like a big tank type vehicle with legs, and you have guns, and you just start going, you know, to the right, and you can get out of your tank, and you can go into like the sewers, and sort of like what was it, Blaster Master. Yeah, it's a lot like Blaster Master in a way. So we got Metroid here, and this is the first in this series, and you know, they're still making Metroid games to this day. This is one of Nintendo's, you know, main series, I don't know, you know, along with Mario and Zelda and Kirby and everybody like that. So definitely an awesome game. A lot of people say that Super Metroid is better, and I'm probably gonna get you know, a lot of dislikes for this, but you know what, I think the first one is better. And I don't care what anyone says. Maybe that's just pure nostalgia though, I don't know. Next game we got Mickey Mouse Capade. It's a fun game, it's by Capcom. Matter of fact, I think I heard somebody say that this was Capcom's first game for the Nintendo, or maybe it was their first Disney game for the Nintendo. So, because they started making all kinds of Disney games after that. Chip and Dale and DuckTales and Darkwing Duck, and you know, you name it, they pretty much made it. Next game we got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and I just picked this up on Saturday at a yard sale for less than $1, and I seen this at the pawn shop going for 15 bucks. So I think I got a pretty good deal on this one, huh? By the way, it's a really fun game too. Speaking of fun games, Monster Party. That's a pretty simple game. You just gotta find the keys, find all the bosses and the doors, and get the keys, and then when you have all the keys, you can move on to the final boss in that level. Or not the final, there isn't a final, sorry. You just move on to the final door, and then gets you to the next level or whatever. There's like, there's like at least 2 or 3 or 4 bosses in each level, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool concept for a game. Next game we got Ninja Gaiden, and this is one of those really hard games for the Nintendo. It'll make you pull your hair out, it'll make you break your controller, it'll make you do all kinds of stuff that you don't want to do, so just beware when you're playing this game, you know. Got Pac-Man here, Pac-Man, the Tengen Pac-Man, and I see the Nintendo Pac-Man, you know, the gray card all the time, but I hardly ever see the black Tengen card, so I figured I'd just keep this in my collection, and whenever I find a gray Pac-Man, I usually just get rid of it. So Next here we got Paperboy, and this is a really addicting game too. It's a really hard one to beat. I don't think I've ever beat it. I don't know if you even can beat it. It might be like Tetris or whatever, where you could just get a really high score and that's about it. But yeah, really fun game. You just gotta get the mail in the mailboxes, or at least on their porch or in their garage or something. And don't hit the red houses. Excuse me. Next we got Pinball Quest. It's just your pretty regular pinball game. Pretty easy. The controls are pretty easy, pretty nicely set up. So, and it has a really cool skull on the front. So yeah. Next one we got here, Power Blade. It's a lot like Mega Man, where you could pick your stage, and I don't know. They actually had to. I don't know if they had to, but they changed this game a lot, because it was a lot like Mega Man in the beginning, and then they changed a lot of stuff to where it wasn't so much like Mega Man. So, but it's still a lot like Mega Man. But it's a fun game. Matter of fact, this is in my top 5 too. So definitely, if you see this game, definitely pick it up and try it out. And Power Blade 2 goes for like 60 or 80 bucks. So if you see Power Blade 2, definitely pick that one up. Next we got POW, Prisoners of War. It's a fun game. It's like Contra kind of, so that's cool. That's all I could say about it, really. It's kind of like Contra. That's a game I need in my collection, is Contra. Next we got RC Pro-Am. Really fun racing game. It's got a kind of a weird angle on the view or whatever, so a lot of people have a hard time controlling the car, whether it's going left or right. They don't know, how to control it or whatever. But and I didn't know either for a long time, until I started playing it more and more and more, and then I finally got really good at it. But yeah, it gets pretty addicting. Here's another game I picked up this last weekend at a yard sale for less than $1. And it goes on eBay for like, I think it was 20 something bucks, close to 30 bucks just for the cart. So I thought that was a pretty awesome find. I had no idea this game was worth that much either. I just liked the cover, you know what I mean? I said, oh, okay, I'll pick this one out of the other ones. And I got, I guess I got lucky with what I picked. So, and this is a really fun game too. Let me get into it a little bit. Sort of like Double Dragon in a way, where you gotta, it's a beat 'em up, but it has some RPG aspects to it as well, to where, sort of like to where you gotta collect money to buy items, and you gotta buy burgers and fries and stuff, so that way later on you can eat them and get more health back and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Next we got Russian Attack. Pun intended. Yeah, this game is like Contra, or like a side-scrolling shooter game. So it's pretty fun. It's really hard, really addicting. All right, next we got Rygar. And this is probably in my top 5 favorite Nintendo games, because it's just so original. I think it's sort of like Zelda or whatever in a way, where you gotta go around. It's like a top view sometimes, where you gotta go around and kill enemies like that. But it's just really unique, because sometimes it's like a top-down view, and sometimes it's like a side-scrolling view. And the bosses are really neat, and the items you could pick up and the weapons and stuff are really neat. So definitely try this game if you haven't tried it out. Alright, we got Star Tropics, another game that I haven't beat yet, but I've gotten really far in, and I need to pick this game back up and pop it back in and give it another whirl, because I think I was just you know, maybe not concentrating as much, I don't know, or not concentrating enough, because I'm pretty sure I could beat this game. I just need to try a little bit harder and accomplish that. It's like Zelda in a way, if you're wondering. Alright. Stinger. It's a really fun game. You're like a, I don't know, like an airplane type thing where you could shoot, you know, you have a gun or whatever. But if you keep these bell type items in the air, then you can collect them, and they'll change your color, and then you can collect them, and you can, you know, kind of upgrade your ship or whatever. So it's another one of those really addicting Nintendo games. Definitely try it out. Alright, next we got Section Z, and it's by Capcom, so you already know it's a really good game, but I'll let you know kind of what it is about. Sort of like Gradius in a way, where you gotta go around shooting kind of like in space or whatever, but it's a lot more complex than that. Like there's actual like different doors you can go through that'll either take you further in the you know, game, or further back in the game. And it's kind of sucky, because if you don't know what door to take, you know, if you don't have it memorized, then you'll be sitting there in a maze for a long time trying to beat this game. So anyways, next game, Super Glove Ball. Haven't played it because I don't have the Power Glove. It says you don't have to use the Power Glove, but I just haven't tried it out yet, and my camera's not focusing for some reason. Probably because I keep pulling the games in and out, but there it goes. So anyways, this next game I'm not even going to talk about, because everybody knows about Mario, right? If you don't, I don't know what's wrong with you. And same with these next two games, Mario 2 and Mario 3. You know, I'm not even going to really get into them, because what's the point? You should have played these games by now. I don't care if you're 4 years old, you should have played Mario by now. So I guess I'll just get into this next game then. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's a really tough game, but it's really fun. It gets a lot of ridicule, because I think the later Turtle games are a lot better. So this one just doesn't get a lot of love. But I like it a lot. I've actually beat this game without using any cheats or anything. So yeah, and I had a hard time getting past those seaweed things when I was a kid, man. Anyways, this next game, Turtles 2, the arcade game, is really fun. I gotta admit, it's a lot better than the first one, but it's a lot more repetitive. You know, it's not like the first one where you go into all these different kinds of worlds and levels and stuff. This one, you're just going from left to right, and you're killing foot people, and then you get to a boss and kill the boss, and then you kill more foot people and kill a boss, and so. But it's fun, especially when you're playing with another person. You know, definitely play with another person. Anyways, next game, don't have much to say about it, because it's a lot like the other one I just mentioned, but this one's a lot funner. Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project. So yeah, I do have all 3 Ninja Turtle games now for the Nintendo, and I also have Turtles 4, Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo. But anyways, next game I got, Tetris, is just a simple puzzle block game. It's a, you know, if you haven't played Tetris just like Mario, then I don't know, you should play Tetris, because it's pretty much on everything. You could play Tetris on any phone or Xbox or any game console or any, you know, you could probably play it on a freaking calculator if you wanted to. I don't know. So just go out there and play Tetris if you haven't played it. Tennis is a really fun game because it's just you know, it's just really addicting, and it's just really easy. You just move left and right and hit the ball back and forth, and it's really fun with 2 players, and it's really fun on 1 player, so give it a try. It's a really pretty sure it's one of the, you know, launch titles for the Nintendo. This next game is Tecmo Super Bowl, and it's probably the best football game for the regular Nintendo. It has all the licensed you know, teams or whatever. I'm not much into watching football, but I like playing a couple football games once in a while. I got NFL Blitz and Madden 2005 and stuff like that. So this next game, I picked it up at a yard sale recently, but it actually, I haven't got it to work, so I'm pretty sure it's broken. I'm probably just gonna end up throwing it away or keeping it for parts. I don't know what I would use the parts for, but anyways, I can't get it to work, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. Yeah, I kind of got screwed on that one. This next game, Vice Project Doom, is it's a lot like Batman, and it's a lot like not Double Dragon, Ninja Gaiden, but it's not a really hard game. You know, this game is, I beat it the first time, the first day I got it. I didn't have, you know, I didn't die like 100 times or whatever. But it is really a really fun game, so I'd definitely pick this game up if I were you and try it out. Alright, we're getting to the end here. This next game, Wolverine. It's a LJN game. I don't get too many LJN games, but this is Wolverine, and I'm not a huge Wolverine fan, but I like Wolverine a lot, so I couldn't really help but pass this up. And the game's not that bad, you know what I mean? It's not that bad for an LJN game. They have way worse games. Got Xenophobe, and this game's really actually not that fun for a Sunsoft game. I thought it would be a lot of fun because it's made by Sunsoft, but you know, it's each his own or whatever. I'm pretty sure some people really like this game, but I just picked it up because it said Sunsoft, and it looks like it has the alien guy. Like, it looks like an alien. See? So. Alright. Next game, Yoshi. It's a puzzle game. The blocks drop down like Tetris, and you gotta match them up like, I don't know. It's just a simple puzzle game that pretty much anybody could pick up and play. So if you see it for cheap, then I'd definitely pick it up and try it out. Next game we got here, Legend of Zelda, the original, the one that started it all. My copy's a little messed up. It has a little nick in the paper, but that's not too bad. The label on the end's not too bad. But yeah, my copy's not that bad, right, guys? Should I get a new one? I think I might get a new one. But anyways, you guys should know about the Legend of Zelda by now. They've had like 13, 14, maybe 15, 16 sequels after this game. So this next game, and it's the last game I'm going to show you guys. Actually, it's not. I have 2 more games after this because I forgot to show you guys these 2 other games. But this was supposed to be the last game I was going to show you guys because I didn't want to throw it in with the L's or the A's or whatever, just because, you know, I'm going to put the Zelda games together, and I think it's Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. I don't think it's the opposite. So anyways, doesn't really matter. But this game is pretty fun too. a lot of people ridicule it and say that it's nothing like the original and stuff, but I thought this was a pretty fun game for, you know, if you try to not think of it too much as a Zelda game and just play it as a Nintendo game, and, you know, name your character Bob and just go on a quest, you know what I mean? And it's, I don't know, but it's a pretty fun game. Alright, so the only reason why I didn't show these two like in alphabetical order is just because I didn't want to like put them in my stack, and my stack fell over and all kinds of mess happening. So these are my two box Nintendo games. I haven't played them yet because Street Cop you need a power pad to play with, and Gyromite you need Rob the Robot. So sorry I can't tell you guys about these games. I can't tell you if they're good or not, but I've looked up videos on YouTube, and Street Cop looks horrible and Gyromite looks horrible. So I'll probably not really get into these games, but they're box Nintendo games, so they're, you know, I guess I'll have them in my collection. Not too much to say about them, not too much to complain about. So I guess that's the end of my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, I'll post I'll be, you know, I'm not going to be doing any more walkthrough videos anymore after I'm done with you know, Metroid and Metal Storm, but I'll definitely keep posting pickup videos for you guys, because it seems like those get some more views. So maybe Saturday or next Saturday I'll post a video for you guys, some pickups. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.